Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Kinema, and we're back doing some more Pokemon, some more gaming, mobile gaming. Um, so, while this game kind of loads up here, first off, I want to say I have actually never played a Pokemon game ever. I've played other games that kind of have Pokemon-ish feels. There was a pet part of World of Warcraft that everyone kind of compared as like Pokemon. So, um, with that being said, this is a lot of this stuff's kind of new to me, but I figured I'd do kind of a review video because this game is actually pretty hot right now. And it's actually absolutely hilarious on what it actually kind of brings. So basically, this is a real map. Now, hopefully, you can't tell where people live looking at the map. The way this game works is you have Pokemon near you. Now, before you had in the other games, basically, I know I haven't not actually playing it, but I know you had to catch them all. So in this one, you do want to try to catch them all as well. But this one, you actually have to walk. Physically have to go outside and walk around your neighborhood and try to find them. And there's different things set up. There's Pokemon stops, there's Pokemon gyms. And they don't really have too much battles in here unless you actually go to some of the gyms and try to take over some of the opponent's gyms if they're on the different team that you have. But I'm going to kind of go through each little part of this game. So first, you want to capture the Pokemon. They're very pretty simple. And unfortunately, since I am standing still recording, I probably won't have anything kind of pop up. It would be nice to have something pop up, but we'll have to see. That little Pidgey guy is closest to me. So the way this works is you kind of want to walk a little bit closer. Now, this is actually a pretty good example because you see the little feet under the symbol. So those feet mean that basically the Pidgey guy is less than 100 meters away from us, up to 100 meters away. For each little footprint, it is an additional 100 meters. For having three footprints, it can be over 300 meters. And then they'll kind of fade and go off, and you open the app at different times. And I found it best to kind of completely close it out. Oh, okay. Well, since he didn't have any stars, yeah, there we go. Look at that, right on camera. So there's a couple things you can kind of do. Now, I have the augmented reality turned off. Now, you can kind of see OBS in the background. I can point this. Ignore the messy desk. Well, he's not going to follow me. So you can kind of see a little bit. He's there. Let's the Pokeball. You can kind of catch it. Boy, that was a weird look at me. So you can kind of do that. It is a little bit more accurate if you turn the yay, we got an Eevee. So, oh, he's actually a 128. That's not that bad a one. So you can turn that augmented reality off. You can actually take pictures, so you can kind of. Yeah, I have several pictures when my daughter would Pokemon characters on her, including Pikachu. So you can kind of do that. You can kind of use that, take pictures with them in the backgrounds, and get funny pictures and different things like that. Or you could go ahead and turn that off, and it makes it a little bit easier to catch them if you don't have that on, because you can sit there and move the phone up and down, and that can kind of make catching them a little hectic. So so basically you want to kind of get off your ass, kind of go out there and do some walking. This past weekend, I have walked probably 10 plus miles trying to, find Pokemon, and I'm a little bit of a larger guy. Probably doesn't look like it. I don't know. It may look like it. But I weigh about 250 pounds. I've been meaning to say, hey, I need to start walking. I need to start walking. I need to start doing stuff. Just so habits. Now I got a reason for it. It's a very silly reason, I know, but it is absolutely hilarious because you can go to some of these spots. So you can see this big spot on there. This is a gym. So when you look at the gym, you can see someone's there with a 452 Pidgeot. Yeah, and then the Pinscher. Wow. They got quite a bit at that gym. It's a level 4 gym. So you would have to kind of go through each of those locations. So it's a little crazy. So you'd have to be able to basically take out all of their guys. So you need pretty good arsenal to kind of do that. But then you also have these Pokestops. So these Pokestops are nice because you can kind of go there, you can spin the symbol of the location, and this is how you actually get Pokeballs back. So you only have a certain amount of them. If you look in your items, like I only have 21 now. I just used one. Have 21 now. You have incense, you have revive, you have potions. You get these things from those Pokestops. So you'll definitely want to make sure you stop at as many as possible to kind of keep your Pokeballs up. Um, so I have several of them around me, as you can kind of see on the map. Some that are just right down the road. It would be nice to kind of have one right at outside my house, but then you'd have like all these people coming and driving by and stopping. The reason why I say that is it is happening. So, people sitting there and walk with their phone down, sitting there staring at it, and you can just walk down the sidewalk and you can go to some of these Pokestops that you see. You can see kind of one, kind of one on the map in different directions. You can kind of go up there and you see people with their face in their phone sitting there clicking on it and then going to the next one. You see cars driving. I've seen people camped out because they basically reset every 5 minutes. So you can go, you can get the stuff from them. If you want to feel like waiting there for 5 minutes, you can spin it again and get more. So if you have nothing better to do than just spin your lunch break, drive down to one of these Pokemon stops, and there you go. 30 minutes, you get 6 times, and what? Huh, those are all farther away. So yeah, so you can kind of go and get those things every 5 minutes, and it does make it nice. So at this moment, I've actually caught in quite a lot. You can go into the Pokemon. You can kind of see I have this sorted by CP, so you can see my highest, more powerful one. I had a 128, and my highest EV is a 170. Okay, well, it is what it is. So you can see I actually got some pretty high level. Some of these I caught very high level. Others, like the Pinsir, was like 2 something. I evolved him a few times. That Pidgeot I evolved a couple of times, but he was already kind of high. The other Pidgeot I haven't evolved yet. That 256, I caught him at 256. Same with the Kingler. I caught pretty high as well. Execute, the Eevee, a lot of those things I caught with that high. Now that's nothing when we looked at that gym. It had people up to CP 1000, so definitely would need to kind of train up and get up to where we can kind of hold our own at some of those gyms. But this is all the Pokemon I found. So another interesting thing that they've added is they added eggs. Now I didn't know if eggs were actually in there previously, but it does have them in here, and you can kind of see basically the way the incubators work is the incubators work off of how much you walk. Now I can't just leave this open, go jump in my car, drive a couple miles or 5 kilometers, and it opens. I've tried that. It didn't really calculate distance, so it actually must go off of like steps or actual walking. So there's some of these you can see. I have all sorts of eggs. 2K, 5K. I have a 10K. I need to actually get that one going. So the more you walk around, the more you should be able to, as far as opening these eggs. So it's actually kind of crazy. It actually looks like I'm filled up. I heard some people say you should be able just to kind of like throw out or get rid of some of these 2 kilometer ones. I don't know exactly how to do that. But yeah, so you can see I have some of the incubators. One's at 3 out of 5 kilometers. I need to walk about 2 more kilometers. I mean, you hear about people going out and running like these special sporting events or running 5Ks, which is like 3.2 miles or something like that. Basically, they want you to go a 5K just to hatch these eggs. So it is definitely a way to get people out of your house, get moving. It is dangerous. I very hate seeing people kind of drive down the road with this open, sitting there staring at their phone, trying to catch Pokemon, or driving past these Pokestops, thinking that, hey, I'm just going to drive past and click it real quick. You got to watch out. You got to. I did notice a lot of those Pokestops. You can't actually get while just driving down the road. Some of them, if you go too fast by it, you'll go out of distance or whatever. But how I found out is basically my wife had my phone. We were driving down the road and she was trying to click on things as I was driving. So, um, yeah, put her to work, I guess. So yeah, so that's basically what it is. So it's a very fun and addicting app. Uh, Tons of people, I see tons of people out there catching them. Huge Pokemon fans. All around is actually getting out and walking. And so, from a health standpoint, I actually think that's kind of cool that the app is making people do that. I do kind of worry about the safety aspect of it. People not being careful or trying to do what they can do in cars. I've already heard of weird stuff where people having accidents, and I don't know if they're just saying it to relate it to the game because people like to blame games for everything. But or if there's actually accidents out there. It would be interesting, like some of these stops that are actually in some of the churches and stuff. I get to kind of see. I know some places that they didn't want or like their place of business being a Pokestop, and now they have all these people going up there. So I know some people putting signs and you know running people off or something, just from different stories that I've heard. But yeah, so I think it's kind of cool, kind of interesting. Nice little way of getting out there. I know I've definitely got up out of there. Hopefully, I can take that 250 number down, raise my Pokemon CP up, and lower my pound level. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to do some more action, I guess, with some of the Pokemon reviews if I keep up with it. But this game, I definitely recommend downloading it. Give it a try. Get out there, do some walking. If you don't like walking, get on a bike. Go buy a bike, whatever. Ride around. Be careful, watch the road, but definitely recommend getting out there. It's been fun while I lasted. Hopefully, I can get to level 8 and keep leveling up pretty quick. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you like this video. If you do like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you like the videos on my channel, make sure to subscribe. But this has been Kinema, and I'll talk to you later.